Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
The Tigers are coming off a shutout in week one. Will that defense be able to maul the Dragons offense here tonight? The Dragons are looking for their first points of the 2023 season. Can that offense tame the Tigers defense? It's Sharon versus Warren next on the YDL Sports Network. You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to War Memorial Field here in Warren, where tonight the Sharon Tigers come to town to take on the Warren Dragons in its Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Visit them online at AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Hunter Station Golf Course pregame show. The weather is still nice, the course is awesome, and the food is even better at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Visit them online at hunterstation.com. You're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Visit them online at warrentirecenter.com. And our game stream tonight is brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here in the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth at War Memorial Field. And Cody, the Sharon Tigers come in off a big win in week 1, a 26-0 victory over Neshannock. They held Neshannock to just 159 yards of offense in that game, and certainly expect that defense could feast here tonight off a banged-up Warren Dragons offense.
Yeah, Warren's without starting running back Tommy Nyquist tonight, and that's already, that their offense failed to produce any points last week. I can't imagine it's going to be any easier for the Dragons without Nyquist coming into this matchup. And Sharon's defense, obviously, with the shutout, certainly is up to the task of doing it again tonight.
And this is a defense that in their last 2 regular season games, dating back to the last regular season game last year, allowed just 6 points so far. And this was a team that a year ago when these two teams met down in Sharon had a 42-0 edge at halftime. That game was called at the half. Ironically enough, there was a power outage down there in Sharon at this time last year. That was actually almost exactly a year ago. It was September 2nd. But the defense held the Dragons at that point to just 68 total yards in the half. So certainly a ferocious defense here that the Dragons are going to have to try to score their first points of the season on.
And that's nothing new to 2022 or 2023 even. In the last decade, we discussed this prior to coming on the air. In the last decade, these teams have faced off 3 times. Sharon in 2015 beat Warren 42-7. In 2014, they beat them 40-17. So their defense has always been stout, and their offense has always been dominant in these matchups.
Just the 4th all-time meeting between these two teams, and Sharon has scored 40-plus points in each of the first 3 contests. Obviously, as you mentioned, those first 2 back almost 10 years ago now, which is kind of frightening to say in and of itself that 2014 was almost 10 years ago. But obviously the offense got some things done last week against Neshannock, did Sharon. Quarterback Mr. Ham was 9 of 12 for 115 yards and a couple of touchdowns, also had 93 yards on the ground. So a big-time dual weapon at the quarterback position for the Tigers. Cortez Nixon added 63 yards on the ground, and Ike Friday had a rushing touchdown as well.
Yeah, they're bringing an attack on the ground and in the air, and for Eisenhower, we're so used to calling Eisenhower games. For Warren, it's could end up being worst case scenario. They're going to have to pick their poison. And Mr. Ham so far has shown that he's a dual threat quarterback. He led the team in rushing, and he had a pretty moderately good passing game as well. So I think the Dragons are going to have their hands full tonight.
And certainly, that Dragons defense was kind of burned a bit last week, as most teams have been over the last couple of years against the Oil City offense on the ground, especially. Gave up over 400 rushing yards. Now, again, that's nothing new. Many Oil City opponents give up big-time yards on the ground because that's just what the Oilers do. Don't throw a whole lot of passes, but, Ethan Knox went off for over 200 yards and 6 touchdowns on just 11 carries. And if those kind of holes are open for either Ham or Cortez Nixon, the Tigers could rack up the rushing yards really quickly here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Oil City had 9 total rushing touchdowns, over 500 yards on offense. And the big thing is we were talking about Ethan Knox, but the line for Oil City dominated both sides of the football. If the Dragons lose that game tonight in the trenches, it's going to be a very long night.
With that, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Hunter Station Golf Course pregame show, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome.
Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. Back to War Memorial Field here in Warren. It is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg game of the week. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff between the visiting Sharon Tigers and the Warren Dragons. This is the Hunter Station Golf Course pregame show. The weather's still nice. The course is awesome. And the food is even better at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Visit them online at hunterstation.com. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here in the Post Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. If you have a fender bender, we can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car is proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. And Cody, we were talking about some of the struggles that the Dragons had offensively a week ago down there in Oil City. And just looking over some of those numbers. Now, again, some of this is skewed by the fact that they lost starting running back Tommy Nyquist, I believe just the second offensive drive into the game. He had 2 carries for 2 yards to that point. But just 12 carries, 37 yards for Sam Harvey, 2 for 40 for Adam Yeager, quarterback Eric Dippold, who was phenomenal through the air last year, 4 of 6 for just 27 yards, and then 7 carries for negative 10 yards on the ground. I mean, really tough sledding for the Dragons in Oil City.
Yeah, and they had 3 first-half fumbles. That's something that they're not going to be able to afford this week either. Sharon last week scored a touchdown out right after getting a fumble. Early on in the game, they also had an interception return for a touchdown. So Sharon's capitalizing on the turnovers they're able to produce. Warren needs to play a cleaner game this week, or it could get out of hand early, as Sharon proved last week, and Oil City proved last week as well.
Yeah, it certainly did. And, I mean, one of the other things is you talk about all the rushing yards and the offensive numbers that Oil City put up in scoring 76 points. The Dragons only had 2 tackles for loss all game last week, and that's just something they're going to have to rectify. I mean, you don't expect maybe double-digit tackles for loss every week,
right?
But to only get players down in the backfield twice through the course of 4 quarters, that's certainly something that the coaching staff under new head coach Cody Bupp is certainly going to want to try to get some more pressure in the backfield, have a stronger or more of a presence in the backfield, whether it's in the run or the pass game.
Yeah, and opposite of that, Oil City dominating the line of scrimmage, as I alluded to earlier. They wreak havoc in the Dragons' backfield all game long. So there's a lot that Warren has to do to clean up their game to have a better performance against Sharon, but I think it starts at the line on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sharon certainly had itself a strong game, was in the backfield all over the place last week against Neshannock. And again, if they can, even come close to replicating that effort, should put the Tigers in a prime position to come away with a victory. Would be the first time for Sharon starting a season 2-0 since 2008.
I'm sure that's part of the motivation coming into tonight's game for sure.
Talking about some of those defensive leaders, we didn't have full complete numbers on the Tigers defense, but for the Dragons, Johnny Corbett led the team with 6 tackles. Dylan Harkins and Tyson Harkins each had 5 apiece. And again, no sacks for the Dragons, only 2 tackles for loss a week ago. But, it's got to be encouraging that 2 of your top tacklers are 2 of those guys on the defensive line.
Yeah, it means they're getting off the ball quick. And they are at least at times beating the offensive line off the ball. Hopefully this week they're able to put up better numbers and continue that trend.
It's certainly, you want to see growth. This is a very young Warren team, only a handful of seniors. Looking down the roster, doing a quick count here.
Yeah, they have 33 of their 45 players are freshmen or sophomores,
and only 8 of them are seniors. That's a very, very young team.
And now you're without Nyquist,
right.
one of your
arguably your best playmaker.
Yes.
I mean, let's just be honest about it. Arguably the biggest playmaker on the field, and unfortunately he's going to be on the sidelines tonight, and that's something, again, with a very young team like this, you've got a rookie head coach. They're both learning at the same time how to overcome adversity, and they're learning very, very quickly in the season.
Yeah, and they may find out that first game of the season was a blessing in disguise, that they got that big blowout out of the way. They know what it feels like, and there's nowhere to go but up from there.
I was talking with some folks earlier in the week, and they were pointing specifically to that Warren offensive line, very, very young up front again. They do have some size, got a couple of 300-pounders on the roster, a few guys over 250, so there is some size, but again, a lot of youth, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. And just talking with some folks, as you see the Tigers are taking the field here, one of the things they mentioned was, are you going to rise up in the face of that adversity, or are you going to shrink? And they're going to find out the answer to that question here tonight, I think.
I think so too, and I expect them to rise up to a young, charismatic, motivated head coach, creative, and I think he'll find a way to, at the very least, improve on last week's performance. Even if they don't pull out the W, you want to see growth, especially when we've got such a young roster. Of course, you're playing for this season, but you're also kind of planning for down the line as well. And if you can get through these growing pains and learn from them, these young guys, they're not going to be young forever. They're going to be your leadership in a couple of years. And if they know what it's like to be at the bottom, then they're really going to never want to go back down to the bottom again.
Right. And it is a gorgeous night here at War Memorial Field. The sun is shining brightly. There may be some reflective glare on the screen early in this contest. The sun is finally starting to sink as we're looking right into it down over the hillside there on the opposite end of the field from our vantage point. But not a cloud in the sky, Cody. It's very, very comfortable temperature-wise. Beautiful night for football.
It really is. I'm excited. I personally have never called a game here in Warren. I know you have. So this is the first experience I've had here at War Memorial Field, and couldn't ask for a better night.
All right, with that, let's take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by Icy Ink in Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. You can visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYY. Inc.com, and we'll get to that in just a minute as we are about to start the national anthem. Warren Dragons marching band with tonight's national anthem. And now let's turn to our Icy Ink players to watch. Cody, who do you got first for the visiting Sharon Tigers?
Mr. Ham, the quarterback, led the team in rushing, 11 for 93, and went 9 of 12 for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns, which are moderately good numbers coming off his first start. Should be even more comfortable this week against the Dragons. Being a possible dual threat forces Warren away from committing heavily in one direction and should allow Ham to have plenty of time to throw and tuck and run.
And who is your Icy Ink player to watch for the Warren Dragons?
I'm going with players. I'm going with all the running backs. Let's see who fills the void. Warren had 9 different players carry the ball last week, aside from quarterback Eric Dipple and the injured Tommy Nyquist, who left the game early. Someone from that group has got to step up into Nyquist's spot and establish themselves this week. So right now, my player to watch is that entire group and see who steps up.
All right, those were our players to watch. Again, brought to you by Icy Ink. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. And now let's look at our Warren County Visitors Bureau keys to the game. Pennsylvania's all-season destination, Warren County. Simple, pure, real.
For Sharon, they need to attack early and often. The best way to avoid a team who's coming off a brutal loss, taking their frustrations out on you, is to put them down early. If the Tigers can attack, Warren will have a tall task of trying to climb out of that hole through the air. For the Dragons, they got to tighten up the front of that defense. Ethan Knox ran all over Warren last week. The defensive front needs to tighten up, close gaps, and be more disciplined. Warren has a young team like we talked about. This is a learning curve, but a necessity if they want to compete against Tigers.
All right, those were our Warren County Visitors Bureau keys to the game. That will wrap up the Hunter Station Golf Course pregame show. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. All right, the teams met at midfield for the, I'm going to call that a ceremonial coin toss anymore, Cody.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know
we talked about that last week.
They have the actual coin toss prior to the game, again, allowing those teams to know which of their squads, special team squads, to get return or to get ready, whether they're kicking or returning. And the Dragons will be kicking off to start here. That looks like number 14, Charlie Blum, is going to handle the kicking duties for the Dragons. And trying to get numbers on the Tigers. They're right in the sun there, so kind of hard to see from our vantage point. I believe that's number 7, Karamez Norris on the far side. That's number 10, Cece Harrison in the middle. And I apologize, can't see the number of the player nearest to us. The whistle blows. Blum has it teed up. Kicks, and we are underway here from War Memorial Field. That's going to be Norris taking it just outside the 10. He spins almost away from one tackler and does get out to the, looks like they're going to mark him down at the 29-yard line. Thought he was going to spin away from that tackler there initially, but the Dragon defender held on and was able to bring Norris down before he really broke away on that one.
Yeah, that would have been a very difficult start for the Dragons. Something that they need to avoid early in this game is going down early in this game.
So the Sharon offense will take the field for the first time here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. They start at their own 29-yard line. And back in the gun. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking, and now he's going to keep it himself. And he will gain about 5 on that play. Yeah, they're going to mark him down at the 34. So 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Tigers. Two receivers, 2 Hams left, and he's got the defense jumping on that, though they looked for a minute like they were trying to point to one of the offensive linemen having moved. But.
Well, it's worth a shot.
And it is offsides against the Dragons, so they'll mark that off. That will be 5 yards and a first down. Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Tigers. Ham takes a snap looking. He fires short of his intended target.
Almost looked like that got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
I believe that was Harrison he was looking for out in the flat there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Sharon from its own 39, opening possession of this ball game between the Tigers and the Warren Dragons.
And if you're Warren coming out here, if you're able to stop the Tigers on their opening drive, that's just such a different tone than how last week ended.
And they give right up the middle this time. That is Cortez Nixon. He's down the sideline with a stiff arm. He couldn't quite stay in bounds. Thought Nixon was going to score, but he steps out at the 11-yard line. And the Tigers are in the Pizza Hut red zone after a big-time run there by Cortez Nixon. And Ham's going to keep it himself, trying to turn the corner, spinning through. And he's going to get down right to the 5. We'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I think they can still get that first down there.
Yeah, Nixon was marked out at the 11, so they can get a first down without getting into the end zone. And Ham gives to Nixon, trying to weave his way through, dives forward. He might have enough for the first down. He's not in the end zone. But he may have gotten enough for the first down. No, they marked him just shy of the marker. A couple of inches here on 3rd and goal.
And obviously this is going to be 4-down territory if they don't convert this.
Ham under center. He may just keep this one himself. He will. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone. That is a Sharon touchdown. Mr. Ham from 1 yard out. And the Tigers are on the board with 9:47 to play here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Number 17, Amir Kanan, will come on to attempt the extra point. And that is Ethan Englemore doing the holding. Kick is up. And it is good. So 9:47 to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. It is Sharon 7, Warren nothing. We'll be back with more of our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week right here on the YDL Sports Network.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Mr. Ham with a 1 yard touchdown run has Sharon in front of Warren 7-0. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here on the YDL Sports Network. Tigers getting set to kick off here for the first time this evening. And again, it will be Amir Kanan handling the kicking duties.
5 carries, 76 yards on that drive for the Tigers. It's 6 total plays.
Let's see, number 3, John Corbett, is on nearest to us. Kanan kicks. And that is going to go over the head. That was Matt Soa. He's going to pick it up right in front of his own goal line. And get out across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
In the way that ball was kicked, I'm not sure he had to pick that up. I'm not sure it was going to roll into the end zone. I think it looked like it was going to stop.
It looked
dead
like
at
it
the
maybe
2.
took a little sideways bounce there, and so not taking any chances. You certainly don't want to already trailing 7-0, get yourself backed up against your own goal line. I mean, the 17's not much better, but certainly better than the 1.
Yeah.
So Dragons have the ball for the first time. We'll start at their own 17. Dippled under center. He hands off, and a big old pile right up in the middle of the offensive line there. Going to gain about 3 yards. And they are so tight in there. Couldn't see who he handed off to there. It is 2nd and 7 from the 20. And again, apologize. There's that ray of sunshine coming through the screen. Just not a whole lot we can do about that right now, folks, until that sun goes down. Dragons in a tight bunch there. And Dipple dropped the ball. He had to pick it up himself. Got back to the line of scrimmage and then maybe a yard. Again, those are the kind of things, Cody, that you just can't have right now.
No.
When you're an offense that's struggling.
Yeah, and it's just you're trying to build up momentum, and you can't afford to do to have one step forward and one step back and one step forward and one step back and little mistakes. They were able to recover that ball, maybe gain a yard, but mentally, that's that's sticking in Dipple's head, especially after last week when they had several fumbles in the first half.
So 3rd and 6 now from the 21. Dipple back in the gun. He's going to look to throw, fakes, under pressure, steps up, avoids one man. Not going to avoid the second tackler, though. That was Nixon, and Nixon got the sack, and that is number 9, Bryson Roberson, applied the initial pressure there. And the Dragons will be forced to punt on their opening possession. Looks like that was about a 4 or 5 yard loss, just back beyond the original line of scrimmage is the marker. And the kick is away. And it's going to take a Sharon bounce. And the Dragons finally get on top of it. But the Tigers are going to take over at the Warren 36. So already a 7-point lead, and Sharon's going to start here in plus territory. So 1st and 10 now for the Tigers from the Warren 36, excuse me. Ham is in the gun, has Nixon to his right, 2 receivers each side. Fakes, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle, in and out of the hands of Lamont Austin.
That was a beautiful
That was a
pass
touchdown
by
if
him.
he hauls it in.
Yeah, they executed the play action perfectly, and Ham dropped it right into his hands there, and just slipped right through. And if it would have been 40 degrees and raining, he probably would have caught it.
Probably, but
That's
it's
usually how
70,
it goes.
70 degrees and sunny, and can't. But again, that's where he had to look back for the ball. He's looking right into the sun.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if that glare is going to affect players like that.
The give is to Harrison. He gets around the corner. CeCe Harrison is going to go 36 yards for the Sharon touchdown. And the Sharon offense is just clicking right now. 36-yard run by C.C. Harrison. And Canaan on for the extra point. Canaan's kick is wide left, so no good on the extra point attempt, but the 36-yard run puts Sharon in front 13-0. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week here on the YDL Sports Network.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
Hey, 36-yard run by Again, apologize for that, folks. A couple of Matsoa runs here on first and second down. First one went for a gain, second one on a loss. Not sure what happened to our connection there, but apologize for that. It is now 3rd and 8 for Warren from the Sharon 49. First time the Dragons have been in Tigers territory here tonight. Dippled back to throw. Looking, has a man, and that is complete. I believe that's Corbett on the reception. It is number 3, Johnny Corbett, who got this started with a big return. Now gives Warren its first Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down into Sharon territory. Down inside the 30 to the 29. And this drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta. Visit them online at tynestabuilders.us. Dipple gives right up the middle. And running into a host of defenders there is Soa.
He just can't break through that line.
Had that one good run on the first play from scrimmage on this drive, but that one actually looks like it lost a yard. So 2nd and 11 here coming up for the Dragons. Under 4 minutes to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Dippold gives to Soa, going to try the right side this time. Looks like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. But going to bring up a 3rd and long. And, you know, Cody, you wonder with Nyquist out and some uncertainty at running back, why not just turn this offense over to your quarterback, Eric Dippold, and let him go to work?
I think you have to, because they're not Soa so far has not really been able to get past his own line of scrimmage. The defensive front for the Tigers is big, strong, and fast, and the only success they've had is through the air.
3rd down. Now Dippold is going to pass. Under pressure, he fires over the middle and almost intercepted. What a play there. But a collision between, that's Bishop Root number 3 and trying to get a number on who that was that came flying across this number 12, Angelo Fromm. And Dippold thought he had a receiver, and Fromm came out of nowhere and nearly picked that off.
Yeah, he did have a receiver. Unfortunately, he was being covered by one defender and I think spied by another.
So it will be 4th down and 10 here for Warren. That's number 15, Sam Harvey, in the backfield with Dippold. He has 2 receivers to each side. And Cody Bubb not liking what he saw there. He's going to take an A&B Heating timeout. Take a timeout to call A&B Heating at 814-723-5670 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. They take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. This is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week here on the YDL Sports Network.
You know what would make that better? A cup of white cane coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White cane coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
Back here at War Memorial Field, Warren on an A&B Heating timeout, facing a 4th and 10 from their own 30, trying to answer, trailing Sharon 13-0 here with just under 3 minutes to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now's the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. So big 4th down early in this one coming up here for Dippold and the Dragons. Has Harvey to his left now. Low snap. Back to throw. Fakes. Dippold now tries to escape the pressure, and he gets the ball away.
I tell you what, that was a fantastic job by Dippold. That defense is fast, and he almost got away coming onto the left side of the field. And then had to basically fight through them just to get into a position where he could throw that ball away.
And so Mr. Ham applying some pressure there, along with that was, I believe, number 77, Silas Puga, in the backfield disrupting Dippold, and the Dragons turn it over on downs. And Sharon has an opportunity now to really break this game open. They take over at the Warren, or at their own 30,
Sharon has 6 rushes for 112 yards. 2 of those are over 20 yards. They're averaging 18.7 yards per carry. They've only ran 8 plays.
Ham takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. He's got a receiver, but misfired a little bit, looking for Rakeem Hughes.
Yeah, that ball came off a Ham's hand, almost sidearm, caused it to kind of drop there on the left side of Hughes.
Apologize, had our clock a few seconds ahead, so we got that corrected here. It is 2nd and 10 coming up.
As we learned last week, you never know when that'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Eisenhower's clock completely shut down.
Ham throws again, and this time he's got a completion to Bishop Root, who is streaking down the sideline now, weaving his way through traffic. Root still on his feet and is finally run out of bounds down inside the Warren 20. Looks like they're going to mark him out officially at the 14. But the Tigers are back in the Pizza Hut red zone. It's time to order a fresh hot pizza at Pizza Hut, where nobody out pizzas the Hut. Order online now at pizzahut.com. So 1st and 10 now from the Warren 14. That sun has almost made its way down behind the hill. So hopefully we can get that glare out of here shortly.
Just a few more minutes.
Ham hands off this time to LeBron Wilder, and he is going to go 14 yards for the Sharon touchdown. So what was that, 3 plays, Cody? And
yes.
70 yards later, the Tigers are back in the end zone. And again, this offense right now just having its way against the Dragons defense as Kanan comes on to attempt the extra point. Last one went wide left. And this time he is true right down the middle. So with 2:27 to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter, Sharon 20, Warren nothing. We'll be back with more of the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week here on the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Welcome back to War Memorial Field, where thanks to a 14-yard run by LeBron Wilder, Sharon now has a 20-0 lead over Warren. This is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week. Sharon Tigers, Warren Dragons on the YDL Sports Network. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here in the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth at War Memorial Field. Caney getting set to kick. Corbett had a big return last time. We'll see maybe if they kick away from him.
Sharon's ran 11 plays for over 180 yards so far this half compared to Warren's 10 plays and 19 yards.
There is a kick, and Corbett gets it at the 15. Tries to squirt through. Not going to have quite as big a return this time, but does get out across the 30 to the 32. And that's where the Dragons will take over. Had a golden opportunity on their last possession, got down to the Sharon 30, but could get no farther. And again, just no room to run right now for this Warren offense that I know Coach Cody Bupp wants to be primarily a running team, but
you have to play to your strengths. And if your offensive line is unable to create running lanes, then you just can't run. It doesn't matter who the running back is. And right now they're losing the battle at the line of scrimmage, so they're going to have to adapt.
Dippled in the gun. Sends Corbett in motion. And fakes to Harvey. Has Corbett in the flat. Nice little move there by Johnny Corbett to get to the sideline. And he is ridden down out of bounds across midfield down to the Sharon 45. So that quick little hitter there that, get the ball. Right now, the best play Warren's had has been find a way to get the ball in Johnny Corbett's hands.
Yeah, and it looked like when that ball was snapped, the man in motion, it looked like it might have nicked that man. So Warren might have got away with one there.
First down now at the Sharon 45.
Johnny Corbett with 2 receptions for 51 yards so far.
There's Harvey in the backfield right now with Dippold, and the play clock down to 5 as Tommaso Clemente getting into position. They do get the playoff, and Dippold immediately surrounded. I think the entire defensive line was back there, but there is a flag down. As it stands right now, that is a 6-yard loss. I think one of the Sharon defenders might have got a hold of the Dippold's face mask. And yes, indeed, that's what it is. It is a face mask against the Tigers.
There goes the sun, Brian.
And I'm not sure. They never stopped the clock, by the way. There should be about 2:03 left on the game clock right now, and the scoreboard says 1:26. I don't think they're going to fix it. It certainly does not look that way. So give me just a second. We're going to try to get back with them here. I'll start it again when we get down to a minute. And indeed, Cody, that sun has gone away and dipped down behind the hills. And now they come out with that big bunch formation again, do the Dragons. Give up the middle, and the ball's on the ground. And it looks like Warren was able to fall on it. But again, what's been your successful play so far, Cody? It's been getting a quick hitters out, or a nice little lob pass down to Corbett, and then you come out with this big bunch formation. Which has not been successful really at all for you here in the first quarter.
No, when you're having trouble finding running lanes in the middle of the field, the last thing you want to do is try to crowd the middle of the field. They need to spread this defense out, work them through the passing game, and at least make them respect your passing game enough that you're able to find some lanes, maybe around the outside or cutting back inside on a counter.
Lots of movement as the play clock down under 5 again, 2 seconds and 1, and Dipple just gets it off. He's back to pass under pressure and in and out of the hands of Clemente, and that will be the final play of the Elwood National Forge first quarter. At the end of 1, Sharon 20, Warren nothing. We will be back with the second quarter here from War Memorial Field. Right after this is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Just about to start the Warren General Hospital second quarter here from War Memorial Field in Warren. Dragons have a 3rd and 11 trailing Sharon 22-10. Our second quarter tonight, again, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Collaborative, compassionate, accountable, respectful. Our core values are vital to our success. Visit Warren General Hospital online at wgh.org. 3rd and 11, Dippled in the gun. Drops back to pass, fakes. Looking for Corbett down the sideline. Had to step for a second, but had to adjust. Dippled needed to get that one out there just a half second earlier because Corbett had a step. But that was, I believe that's number 5, Gafir Lampkins on the coverage was able to, or excuse me, that's 15, Lamont Austin. Apologies to both of those players. But Austin was able to recover. The ball hung up there a little bit, and Austin knocked it down.
But it's a play that Warren's going to have to come back to. They're going to have to find ways to get Corbett open and get him the ball because that seems to be the only offensive, consistent offensive production that they're going to be able to have so far.
Tage Wyman to punt here on 4th down. High kick. CeCe Harrison back deep. He's going to let it bounce. And now picks it up inside the 10. Escapes one tackler. And CeCe Harrison has some blockers. Goodbye. CeCe Harrison going to go 90 yards on the punt return for the Sharon touchdown. Gutsy play there, and it pays big-time dividends for Harrison, who finds the end zone for the second time here in this first half.
It is a gutsy play, and that's not something that you just do on a whim. That's something where they have seen the Dragons special teams struggle in week 1 and knew if they had an opportunity to get the ball and catch them on their heels, they can take advantage of it.
So Harrison goes 90 yards on the punt return, and just like that, Sharon waiting the Kanan extra point attempt here, which is off the upright and no good. But Sharon just 32 seconds here into the Warren General Hospital second quarter has pushed the lead to 26-0 over Warren. Do want to remind you, fans, a concert by Lisa Bowden and Whistlegrass will be held next Saturday. That's September 9th from 2 to 5:30 p.m. at the East Forest Gym. Proceeds benefiting the Forest EMS Authority and the Forest Area FCCLA organization. Tickets can be purchased in advance by calling East Forest 8814-927-6688 Tuesday through Friday next week during normal school hours. And Cody, right now, what do you do if you are head coach Cody Bupp in that huddle on the sideline getting ready to return a kickoff here? How do you settle this team down and get them to put a drive together, a much-needed scoring drive?
I think you try to have them focus on the small tasks, step by step. Let's get a string of first downs together. Let's try to get a score here. Don't worry about coming back 26 points. Because the reality is that's very unlikely. So you're just trying to achieve the small goals and build up and hopefully put together a couple of drives that you can get some confidence and have some pride in. And it's good for tape. It's good to, going forward in the season too.
So Kanan has the ball teed up, getting ready to kick. Corbett and I believe that's Soa on the near side of us now. Back to receive. And Soa's going to take it at the 19. Tries to reverse field, squeezes through, and then gets hammered near the 35. Decent return there for Matt Soa.
Yeah, the returns for the Dragons have all been, all but one have been very good. Their starting field position's good. It's just they're not able to win that line of scrimmage.
I think based on the last possession that we saw right now, we asked who's going to step up in the absence of Tommy Nyquist. And so far through the first half, it's been Johnny Corbett. You got to find a way to get him the football.
Yeah, and it didn't necessarily have to be in the running backs. If they got to throw to have offensive production, then that's what they're going to have to do.
Trips right for Dippold. Gives to Sam Harvey right up the middle. Harvey fights his way forward, and a flag is down. Like a gain of a couple there for Harvey, but let's see what the penalty is. It's a face mask, the second one against the Tigers.
Yeah, right there on the tail end of that play, Tigers defender reached up around the top side of Harvey's helmet and pulled back on him.
And so it is a free first down for the Dragons at their own 42. And they flipped the formation from the previous play. Tried to swing it out to Harvey. It's tipped up, and Harrison nearly had it picked off, and he would have gone. Oh, CeCe Harrison wanted that one bad. Would have been his third touchdown the third different way. And
that's 2 times now that the Tigers have had an opportunity and an interception. And just by the grace of God for the Dragons, it's not happened.
Brings up a second down and 3. And again, we're taking a long time in the huddle here. Not sure if that's by design or just having some communication issues, but 2 seconds now on the play clock, and they're going to have to take their second time out of the first half.
Yeah, that's at least the third time that they've come up right on the tail end of that game clock.
And we will take that time, that A&B timeout heating timeout with them. We'll be right back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more. Welcome back here to War Memorial Field in Warren. The Dragons facing a 2nd and 3, trailing the visiting Sharon Tigers 26-0 here. 10:19 to go in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Visit them online at wgh.org. Dippled with Harvey to his right, 2 receivers to each side, sends a man in motion. That's Soa. Gives to Harvey, has some running room right up the middle. Sam Harvey, a big collision at midfield with Rakeem Hughes. And Harvey falls forward. That's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. And that's the, I believe, Cody, you're going to tell me that's the longest run of the game so far here for the Dragons.
It 100% is the longest run of the game for the Dragons. They have 9 carries for 11 yards as a team.
First and 10 now, just across midfield. Dippled sends Corbett in motion and gives to him, and he's hitting the backfield but gets away, reverses field. Johnny Corbett picks up a block and then gets hit down after he picks up about 11 yards. That's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons on this drive. And Warren finally has got something going here in the running game.
Yeah, and I am fully behind getting the ball to Johnny Corbett as often as you can. The guy has touched the ball and has been the only electricity really that Warren has had when he's had the ball in his hands.
First down now at the Sharon 36. And this time it's Soa coming across the formation. And they give this to Harvey, and Harvey's met falls forward.
Might actually picked up a yard on that. Looked like he was going to lose a couple.
Yeah, he got hit in the backfield. That's Ham and Mike Friday back there to meet Harvey. Picks up a yard there. Second down and 9 now for the Dragons.
One huge thing about this, this drive started at 11 minutes and 20 seconds, and the Dragons are able to eat up some clock.
Corbett in motion. Dippled back to pass. Looking. He's got a man, and it's picked off. Lamont Austin with the interception just inside the 30, and Austin finds the sideline. Lamont Austin, he's going to go 70 yards for the Sharon touchdown. Oh, there is a flag back near midfield. Hold on. There's a flag down near midfield. This one might be coming back. It would clearly be after the interception. We'll see what the call is here. The flag is down at the Sharon 49-yard line. And a block in the back on the return, so that's going to take the points off the board. But you said it during that last drive, Cody. Sharon, a couple of times so far here in the first half, looked like they were going to pick off the football, and that time Lamont Austin came up with it.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Warren, you're down 26-0. You have to pass. You can only commit so much time to running the ball. You're trying to come back. You have to pass, and you've been playing with fire. You've had a couple of times where they should have intercepted the ball and they didn't, and sooner or later you're going to get burned, and they finally did. They got lucky that there was a penalty that negated that touchdown.
And Austin just jumped the route there. Dipple was looking for Chase Myers, and Austin just jumped right in front of it. But the Tigers take over now at their own 39. And the throw is complete to Harrison. And Harrison is going to get across midfield. He's going to have a tie nest to Builder Supply first down for the Tigers. And that is a new quarterback. I believe that's number 6. Ethan Englemore is in at quarterback for the Tigers here in the second quarter, in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. And the fake and the give is right up the middle. That was Friday, I think, on that carry. Getting a little tough to see the numbers here from our vantage point, but he picks up, looks like 7 on that carry. And again, Ethan Englemore is in at quarterback. I'm looking on the Sharon sideline to see if I can see Mr. Ham on the sideline. He is on the sideline, but has his helmet off. Not sure if that's an injury situation or what, but Englemore's going to keep it himself. Looking for room around the right side. He cuts back.
There is a flag thrown in the backfield.
And Englemore is going to go 42 yards. But hold everything because there's a flag that's coming back on a hold. So the second touchdown in the last couple of minutes wiped off the board by a penalty for the Tigers. And that flag is down at the 45.
It's important to note, though, with Englemore and Ham prior to the season, the two were in a little bit of a quarterback battle for who was going to start this year. It's very possible the Tigers are comfortable with their lead and getting Englemore in there to get him some reps.
Yeah, there's certainly been nothing to to indicate to this point that Sharon's in any danger of losing this 26-point lead.
No.
It is second down and 12 now from the Sharon 48. So Englemore in the gun. Sends a man in motion, fakes, and then gives to Ike Friday. Ike Friday's got some space. He gets around a tackler, and Friday is going to be dragged down near the 15. And that is another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Tigers. This drive is being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta. Visit them online at tynestabuilders.us. And the Tigers are in the Pizza Hut red zone. It's time to order a fresh hot pizza at Pizza Hut, where nobody hot pizzas the hut. Order online today at pizzahut.com. Englemore under pressure, gets away from Soa, but will not get away from Sam Harvey.
Harvey threw him down with authority.
That is a big loss. They're moving the stick. The original line of scrimmage was on the 15. And they are back near the 25 now. 10-yard loss on the sack by Sam Harvey. Second and 20 coming up here for the Tigers. Englemore looks, fires, and the receiver fell down there. That was Lamont Austin. Tried to come back to get that pass and lost his footing. Not sure, it was a little bit low. Not sure if he'd have been able to haul that one in, but nevertheless, it brings up a 3rd and 20. As the Dragon defense looking for its first stop of the ball game. Englemore sends Friday in motion, and he's going to keep it himself right up the middle. Huge hole for Englemore, and he's going to go 20 yards for the touchdown.
Even had to dodge the ref.
20-yard run for Ethan Englemore. And Sharon continues to pour it on here in the first half. Now leading 32-0 with the extra point pending. As Amir Kanan comes on for the kick. He's made a couple and missed a couple so far here tonight. Low snap, but they get it down, and Kanan's kick is up and good. So with 5:43 to play here in the Warren General Hospital second quarter, it is Sharon 33, Warren 0. We will be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Know what would make that better? Couple White King coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White King coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
Back here at War Memorial Field, a 20-yard run by Ethan Englemore. Excuse me, I believe that's 25, actually. I think, Cody, they were on the 25, if I'm not mistaken. I may have called that incorrectly, but either way.
They were.
Either way, that's a big long run on. It was 3rd and 20 was my mistake. 3rd and 20, and Englemore just takes it right up the gut, used the official for a little bit of a screen, and ran into pay dirt. And Sharon extends its lead to 33-0 over Warren here at War Memorial Field. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network.
And believe it or not, 33-0, but the big play has benefited the Tigers. They have 11 carries for 185 yards. 4 of those are over 20 yards.
And Kanan kicks. It will be taken on a bounce by Soa at the 22, and he's not going to have much room to work. Had to wait on that.
Yeah, taking that kick on the bounce like that, not only let the kicking team, let the Tigers get down there, it's also very risky play.
It looked like he maybe misjudged it a little bit in the air, and then by the time he realized where it was going to come down, had to hold up. And that allowed the kick coverage to get down there, and Warren faces a 1st and 10 from its own 26.
So if you're Warren, I think you're just trying to establish a little bit of offensive success. It's mostly been through Johnny Corbett. He has 2 receptions, one for 18 yards, one for 33 yards, and he has 1 carry for 11 yards.
Dippled under center to start this drive. And the give is up the middle. I think that's Soa. It's, again, hard to see the numbers all the way up here, and they're on the far side of the field. And indeed, that was Soa. He comes out gimpy a little bit, heading over to the sideline, and something Warren can ill afford is another injured running back. Gain of 1 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 9. As we hit 5 minutes to go here in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Visit them online at wgh.org. Dippled with the backs in the eye. Gives off right tackle this time. That was number 33, Hector Cruz, on the carry. Again, just not much running room there. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Dragons. One thing, just coming out in the old-fashioned now I formation and just running up the gut, you keep this clock running. And I think the closer Warren could get to hitting the locker room for halftime, the happier they'll be. Dipple going to pitch this time off right tackle. And that was Cruz again on the carry. And again, just nothing there. No gain on the play. We'll bring up a 4th down, gain of 1 on the play. We'll bring up a 4th and 8. And Wyman will come back on to punt.
Yeah, and to your note about running the clock out, it also allows your defensive guys to rest a little bit, the ones that don't play both sides of the ball, because even with the backup quarterback in.
Who's back to receive the punt, by the way?
The Tigers' offense is still.
And that goes over Wyman's head. He's going to fall on it at the 5. Wow. Sharon is going to have great field position. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. That snap just sailed right over Wyman's head, and it looked like he thought about for a second going to pick that up and try to kick it away, and then thought better of it, just fell on it.
Well, I'm glad he didn't, because I just the way that Sharon was already back there by the time he fell on it, it wouldn't have probably ended well.
So 1st and goal from the 5, and Mr. Ham is back in at quarterback for the Tigers. Ham in the gun has 3 receivers left. He's rolling left, escapes a tackle, and he's going to keep it himself and go 5 yards for the touchdown.
And he wanted that touchdown because he had it, man, wide open in the flats, just begging for the ball. But Ham got in there, and this might be the last time he's in there. So you could tell he wanted to get in the end zone himself.
So 2:58 to go in the Warren General Hospital second quarter, and Sharon has extended its lead even further. Waiting on the Amir Kanan extra point. High snap to get it down. Kick is away. And good. So 2:58 to go in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. Sharon 40, Warren 0. We'll be back with more of the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Game of the Week here on the YDL Sports Network.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more. 5-yard run by Mr. Ham, his second rushing touchdown of the first half, has Sharon in front of Warren 40-0 here at War Memorial Field. Amir Kanan getting set to kick. Johnny Corbett, Massoa back deep to receive for the Dragons. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in to high school football, brought to you by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg here on the YDL Sports Network. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms here at War Memorial Field in the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. Corbett takes that one at the 20 and nearly out to the 40. Gets to the, I guess I'll mark him down at the 38. It's an 18-yard return for Corbett on the kickoff. And again, just take under 3 minutes before halftime. Would not at all surprise me to see the Dragons come out and just run, keep that clock running.
Yeah, the competitor in me says you should go to the air, but try to put something on the board. But yeah, I think in the best interest of the team right now, get to the locker room, regroup, try to come out in the second half with a different game plan.
Dippled in the gun. And he hands to Harvey, and he's hit immediately in the backfield, and the ball comes out. And Sharon looks like they fell on it. And they have one play, a fumble, and Sharon is right back on the offense. Couldn't see who it was on the recovery, but I believe that was 55, Brody Miller, who forced it out. So Sharon will take over at the Warren 39. And it is Inglemore back in at quarterback now for the Tigers. Has Nixon to his right. And he's going to give to Nixon right up the middle. And Nixon's got a gaping hole getting to the sideline. Picks up a block. And is taken down right near the 20-yard line. And there is a flag on the field as well. A couple of them, actually. There's one down at the 23 and one down close to the 30 as the officials come together to sort out the penalty. Or penalties, as it may be. Not sure here. And let's see what the call is here. It looks like a going against Sharon, whatever the call is. Can't see the again, the official is facing the other direction, so can't see exactly what he's signaling here that the call is. Well, now they're going to come back and regroup. Face mask against the Dragons and a hold against the Tigers, so those are going to negate. And we will do it all again.
All that to replay the day.
So we'll go back to the 39-yard line with 2:32 to go in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. And replay first down. Inglemore has the play. Breaks the huddle, has Nixon to his right, two receivers left. Sends Harrison in motion, going to give to Nixon. Looks like exactly the same play, though this time Nixon's got an extra block downfield. He cuts back inside the 10 and down inside the 5.
Same play, better results.
And so when it all comes out, Sharon's going to end up with a 1st and goal
there
inside
is a
the
Warren
5.
Player down. When Nixon got down inside the 5, not sure who that is, but whoever it was, boy, it looked almost like they hit helmet to helmet.
Well, it looks like they're stretching them out right now. I mean, this certainly
good.
looks like a cramping situation down there inside the 5. Again, can't see the number, but immediately the leg went up in the air, and a teammate was over.
That's good.
Pulling that
because the hit that I saw made me a little nervous, and then I didn't see a guy down until a few seconds later, so that's good.
And they're cranking on the, looks like either the calves or the hamstrings there on whoever it is that's down. While they're doing that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Know what would make that better? Couple White King coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White King coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And heading back towards the sideline now, I believe that looks like that's number 1, Matt Soa. And he came off that last offensive series, or maybe that was 2 series ago. Had that little, that little hitch in the giddy up that you get when you're starting to get a cramp. And so not overly surprising that he got fully cramped up here late in the quarter. But the Tigers, again, knocking on the door, 1st and goal from the 3 after the Nixon run. And he is back in the backfield with Inglemore. Sends a man in motion, and the give right around the left corner. That is looking for a number there. That's looks like number 12, Angelo Fromm, on the Sharon touchdown. I apologize, couldn't see his number from our vantage point here. But it is 6 more for the Tigers before the half. And Amir Kanan will come on to try the extra point. And I got a player running on late here due to the Tigers. Still plenty of time left on the play clock. Now down to 10. Low snap, but they get it down, and Kanan puts it up and through. So 1:47 to go here in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. Sharon running away with this one, leading Warren 47-0. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game. Angelo Fromm with the 3-yard run, and the Amir Kanan extra point has Sharon in front 47-0 over Warren here. Kanan kicks. And Corbett takes it at the 18, tries to reverse field, and he's going to get caught this time and then swarmed by the coverage unit.
And I get it. He's trying, Corbett's trying anything to try to make a play, put themselves in a positive position going into the half at the very least. You can't blame the kid for trying. Sharon so far with 229 yards on the ground off of 14 carries. Closing in on, they have 297 yards on offense.
Dragons take over at their own 22, trying to find some kind of answer here offensively. Dibble going to send Corbett in motion. And gives to Harvey off right tackle, and just not a lot there. Again, with 90 seconds to go here in the first half, Warren may be just content to let this thing run out and get into the locker room. Second down and 10 coming up for the Dragons as we approach a minute to go here in the Warren General Hospital second quarter. Dippled sends a man in motion again. That was Cruz, and the give is to Harvey, again off right tackle. This time he's got a little bit of space. They're going to pick up a few yards on the second down carry. Looks like he's out to the 27, 5-yard pickup there for Sam Harvey. And the Dragons do not have to run another play here if they don't want to. There's about a 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Game clock is ahead. So we'll see if they run this third down play or just take it into the locker room. And it certainly looks at this point like they're just going to take it into the locker room with 10 seconds left on the game clock. So that will do it for the first half here from War Memorial Field. Tigers all over the Dragons, 47-0. We will be back with the Icy Ink halftime show right after this. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Now, welcome into the Icy Ink halftime show. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. And at the half here at War Memorial Field, the visiting Sharon Tigers all over the Warren Dragons, 47-0. And just a first half, Cody, that was that was all Sharon. And let's take a look now at our stats brought to you tonight by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship are awarded to an athlete or athletes who compete in at least one full season, either District 9 or District 10, and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. You can find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Well, we'll start with the home team, the Dragons. Johnny Corbett really is the only noteworthy stat. He has 2 receptions for 51 yards. One of those is 20-plus. Corbett also has 1 carry for 11 yards. Overall, the Dragons have 18 carries for 4 yards total. They got multiple carries for negative yards. Corbett's 51 yards are their only receiving yards so far. Then you go over to the Sharon side. They have just dominated this game with offensively. They have 14 carries for 229 yards. 5 of those are 20-plus. They have 2 receptions for 68 yards. One of those is over 20 yards. Passing, as a team, they're 2 for 6 for 68 yards, but they haven't had to pass a whole lot. The quarterbacks have done a lot on the ground. Individually, rushing, Cortez Nixon actually leads the Tigers with 100 yards on the ground off of 3 carries. Behind him, you have Isaac Friday with 44 yards off of 2 carries. And C.C. Harrison 36 yards off of 1 carry. And the leading receiver for the Tigers is Bishop Root. He has a 56-yard reception.
Those were our halftime stats brought to you again by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. Find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Our scoring summary tonight brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Visit them online at wgh.org.
And it's been all Sharon this first half. Ham had a 1-yard run at 9:47 early on in the first quarter to go up 7-0. The cannon kick. C.C. Harrison had a 36-yard run. That kick failed, but Tigers went up 13-0 at the 6:55 mark. Wilder had a run for 14 yards, and the kick was good by Cannon at 2:26 at the tail end of the first quarter to go up 20-0 in the second quarter. Harrison got his second touchdown, a 90-yard punt return. Kick failed, but the Tigers went up 26-0 and actually stayed at 26-0 for just about 6 minutes. Then Engelmore came in and ran for 25 yards at the 5:43 mark to go up 33-0. Ham got another touchdown run, this time a 5-yarder at the 2:58 mark to go up 40-0. And Fromm had the 3-yard run to end the final possession of the Tigers in the first half at the 1:47 mark to go up 47-0.
All right, that was our halftime scoring summary. Again, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Visit them online at wgh.org. We are going to take a look now at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus, fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. So taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, first from last night over in District 9, Montauk over Elk County Catholic, 34-14, and St. Mary's doubles up Ridgeway, 28-14. Tonight over in District 9, Bradford with a 13-6 lead over Coudersport. Struthers, Ohio leading Brookville 28-7 at the half. Central Clarion leading Port Allegheny 21-6 at the half. You can also catch that game live on the YDL Sports Network. DuBois and Brockway are tied at 7 in the second quarter. Red Bank Valley leads Karnes City 21-6 at the half. Kane and Punxsutawney still scoreless in the first. Forest Hills leading Clearfield 15-0 at the half. Keystone with a slim 13-12 lead over Union AC Valley at the half. That game is also available on the YDL Sports Network. Bucktail leading West Branch 22-14 at halftime. Smethport and Cameron County scoreless in the first. No report yet from Sheffield and Otto Eldred over in Duke Center. And Winburn all over Kerwinsville 35-0 at the half. In District 10, in a game some of our Warren County fans might be interested in, Cambridge Springs leads Eisenhower 14-0 at the half. Lakeview all over Sagertown 30-7 at the half. No report yet from Iroquois and Maplewood. Reynolds leading Mercer 14-7 in the second quarter. Mercyhurst Prep 36, Slippery Rock 7. That game also in the second quarter. Grove City 34, Northwestern 7 in the second. Conneaut leading Seneca 20-6 in the second quarter. Could be a big win there for the Eagles if they can hold on.
Mm-hmm.
And Farrell with a 16-10 lead over Warren Harding of Ohio in the second quarter. A big matchup there across the border in Ohio. Wilmington and Greenville tied at 7 in the third. Hickory leads Franklin 20-6 in the second. And Sharpsville with a slim 27-21 lead over Titusville at the half. Meadville leading Butler 6-0 in the second quarter. Oil City picking up right where it left off a week ago, leads Corey 30-7 in the second. Fairview 3, Harbor Creek nothing in the first. Fort LaBeouf 24, General McLean 21 in the second. Northeast 21, Girard 2 in the second. And McDowell with a 17-14 lead over Barberton, Ohio in the first. Tomorrow in District 10 action, Cathedral Prep is at Canisius, New York. Erie is at Shaw, Ohio, and Union City is at Kennedy Catholic. That is our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, payplus.com. We will be back with our second half adjustments right after this. Is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the Scholarship Fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome back to the Icy Inc. halftime show. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear icyinc.com. That's icyyyinc.com. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here in the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth at War Memorial Field, where at the half, Sharon leads Warren 47-0. And Cody, we talked about some stuff in the pregame show about some things that have happened so far in this series. And one thing that will continue no matter what the outcome is here tonight, in all 4 matchups between these teams, Sharon has scored at least 40 points.
Yeah. In all 4 matchups they have. And for Warren's sake, hopefully they don't add too much more to this lead. We will have the running clock in the second half, so that'll play a factor for sure. But Sharon has just had their way, and it's been big plays, and it's been here in the second quarter. It's been some guys, some second string guys, some backup guys. So if you're Warren, you got to be a little concerned about that aspect of it. But hopefully the clock runs fast and they're able to get out of here without too much more damage.
Well, and you say Sharon's had their way, and it's been in all 3 phases.
It really has.
Offense, defense, and special teams. I mean, Sharon's done whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And so now with that, we're going to take a look at our Rehab Center's halftime adjustment with convenient locations to serve you. Visit the Rehab Centers online at rehabcenters.com. That's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. And probably not a whole lot of adjusting that needs to be done for Sharon coming out of the locker room here.
Yeah, I don't think – I mean, Sharon doesn't need to do anything different than what they've already done. The only thing I would say is in the second half with this lead, you want to you want to play smart football, safe football. You don't want to see anybody, go out there and get hurt, take unnecessary hits by trying to extend a play when you really don't need to. So if I'm Sharon, I'm just trying to focus on that and maybe fine-tune some things with some second-string guys. As far as Warren goes, there's a lot of adjustments that they could be making. They're not going to make them all here in the second half. So kind of what I alluded to there in the first half, they got to look for little small victories. I think here in the second half, the small victory is you got to put points on the board.
Yeah,
you can't get shut out 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
You got to put some points on the board. I don't care what phase of the game it comes from, but you got to walk away with this game with at least 6 points. And I think your best bet's to do it through the air. So if they take what they were doing there at the end of the second half and it's just, well, let's run out the clock and get this game over with. I understand that approach, but I don't know if that does you any good. You need to. You're talking about a confidence thing at this point, and there's still a lot of games left to play this year.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to weigh the risk benefit. There is, you've already lost Tommy Nyquist for at least a couple of weeks. I mean, he's got a walking boot on his foot on the sideline, and it's certainly not something that you would expect. Even if he were able to come back next week, is he going to be close to 100%? And you're seeing some guys cramping up here through near the end of the first half. So you've got to weigh that injury risk versus, again, this is a very young team, and you've got to find a way to build confidence, especially on offense. You want them to get that feeling of, we're in the end zone. We put the ball in the end zone and points are on the board, and know what that feels like so that they can build on that and try to do more of it as the season progresses.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you and I have talked about this on and off before, but, I've covered a lot of Sheffield games. I've seen a lot of lopsided games, and the value put in by just scoring a touchdown as far as the team's attitude and mentality goes is sometimes it's very priceless. As far as these guys going into next week. So I do think you have to weigh that option, though. You don't want to risk your future. You don't want to risk the health and safety of the young guys. But at the same time, you're trying to build up their confidence a little bit going into next week.
And so you just saw as you walked in front there, that was our cameraman, Chris. And I want to say special thanks to him for running the camera tonight, doing a fantastic job and making our lives a little easier up here in the booth. So we appreciate that.
He takes the weight off our shoulders. He's a cross-country runner for the Dragons. So we looking for him here, running further than I can go. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't do a whole lot of running anymore these days.
I can't.
Cody. Yeah. Well, I was trying to be a little generous to both of us, but that'll do it for the Icy Ink halftime show. Our third quarter tonight brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Plan your visit to Warren County with the Warren County Visitors Bureau at wcvb.net/events. Warren County, simple, pure, real. Dragons will get the ball to start the second half. It is Corbett and I believe that is number 9, Brady Sheen, back deep now for the Dragons, as we saw Matt Soa, who had been returning kicks, had some cramping there late in the first half, so maybe trying to take some of that pressure off as King's kick is away. Corbett takes it at the 20, looking for the sideline, and not quite going to get there, is taken down.
That's about
right around the 31-yard line.
That's about the fourth time, I think. I think it is the fourth time they've gotten to the 30 or beyond on their returns, which, we're talking about trying to pull some positives out of here. That's certainly a positive because Sharon is fast, they're big, they're strong, and you're able to return, 30-plus yards sort of consistently.
And again, running clock here in the second half with the big lead for Sharon. First down for the Dragons from their own 31. Dippled under center. And he will hand off to Sam Harvey. Going to pick up a couple. Looks like a 2-yard gain there. We'll bring up a second down and 8. Or excuse me, that was a Hector Cruz, not Harvey. Second down and 8 coming up for the Dragons here at the Warren County Visitors Bureau, third quarter. Sharon doing basically whatever it wanted in the first half, leads 47-0. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here to Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football and the YDL Sports Network. Again, Brian Hagberg and Cody Helms with you here in the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. I formation again for the Dragons, and give to Cruz. Tries to go up the middle. He's hit immediately. I see that's number 51, Rico Aponte was one of the guys in on that stop.
Brady Sheen was under center there.
Oh, good eye, Cody. I missed that number from up here. And that will make it 3rd down and 7. And we talked about that risk benefit, and I didn't see anything that would cause Dipple to not play here in the second half. But Cruz on the pitch. He's hit and met in the backfield. That was number 26, Logan Perks, the first one to get to him. I'm going to drop Cruz for a loss. One-yard loss makes it 4th down and 8. And it looks like Englemore is going to go back to receive the punt. And assuming though it looks like the Dragons are going to keep the offense out. Yeah, they're going to go for it. No, they're not. They're going to send. It looked initially like they were coming out in a formation, as number 11 Rakeem Hughes also goes back to collect this punt. That was number 14 Charlie Blum on the kick, and takes a slight Sharon bounce.
So I have to think if it's not injury related or anything like that with Dipple, it's just the long term. That's your starting quarterback. You need him the rest of the year. Get the young guy in there and get him some reps under center and see what you can do.
Well, and that's what we talked about, that risk benefit analysis that happens at this point in a game. You're down 47 to start the Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter. And you don't want to take a chance after losing a player to injury a week ago, losing another one here tonight. And Englemore is in the gun for the Tigers. And a give right up the middle. Try to get a number on that. Couldn't see who was back there with them. And that was number 2, Terrian White, on the carry for the Tigers. Picked up maybe a yard and a half. Call it 1, 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers from their own 43. Don't imagine we'll see a whole lot of passing from either team here in this half. And a little flip there. That's Karamez Norris into the open field. And a big run for Norris. Inside Dragon territory to the 28-yard line. And that's a Tionesta Builder Supply 1st down for the Tigers. And I'll tell you what, Cody, that's that sun that was bright and hot early in this ball game went down, and it's gotten a little chilly here at War Memorial Field.
Yeah, now you miss it, don't you?
I'm just never happy. That's just the way it is. And we've got some movement up front. I see one official on the far side is signaling a false start. And it is a false start against the Tigers. And, if there's one thing, and every coach is going to, go back with a very critical eye, regardless of what the outcome was. And I'm sure Jason McElhaney is no different But if there's one thing you're going to criticize, the Tigers have had some penalties here tonight.
They have, and against maybe a more formidable opponent, that really could come back to bite them, especially the couple of touchdowns that have been negated by penalties.
Inglemore in the gun sends a man in motion and gives to White.
And we've seen, though, in our years of covering Eisenhower games and a lot of lopsided wins that they've had, that sometimes you get a little lax as well. You know, you start to play a little sloppy, and of course that's no excuse to a coach, but that, you know, then they get into that tight game, and suddenly those penalties do go away. So hopefully for the Tigers' sake that's kind of what's happening here.
So no gain on that carry. It's 2nd down and 15. Sharon is at the Warren 33. And Inglemore is going to drop back to pass. He's got a man that's caught. Rakeem Hughes still on his feet, and Rakeem Hughes is going to go 33 yards for the Sharon touchdown. So I said there might not be a whole lot of passing, but one pass here in the second half so far and one touchdown for the Tigers.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see one Tigers pass this half, let alone one go for a touchdown.
So 33 yards from Inglemore to Hughes. Kanan on for the point after. It looks like there's some confusion, or they're trying to adjust the formation or something. Another player coming on late with 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Kick is up and good. Just over 6 minutes to play in the Warren General Hospital third quarter. It is Sharon 54, Warren 0. We'll be back right after this. More Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. We are back here at War Memorial Field in Warren. A 33-yard pass from Ethan Inglemore to Rakeem Hughes has Sharon now in front 54-0. Just over 6 minutes to go in the Warren General Hospital third quarter. Warren General Hospital, exceptional care, exceptionally close. Visit them online at wgh.org. Do have an update for you from Duke Center. Otto Eldred leading Sheffield 40-7. We believe that's a halftime score, but don't hold us to that one, folks. And Kanan getting set to kick. Corbett takes it at the 19. Trying to get around to that right sideline and not going to get there this time. And he's going to get taken down. Looks like at the 23.
There is a flag on the field. Looks like it must have come in late.
Very late. It's almost right next to the football. Now that you pointed that out, I couldn't see it at first. And that is a personal foul face mask against the Tigers. So again, not a flawless game here for Sharon by any means. Lots of penalties. Most of them of the face mask variety.
Yeah, and that's a discipline thing, especially when you're on defense. Special teams can sometimes, these are guys that maybe don't don't see the field as much. But when your defenders, they have a couple of face masks. I mean, that's technique. That's your tackling technique, and that can really bite you in these big games.
So Warren will start at its own 38. And again, that's Brady Sheen in at quarterback in the gun. And he's going to give right up the middle. The ball came out, and the official coming in from the sideline is going to say he was down. I think that was Harvey again on the carry. So the Dragons escape one there as the ball came out late.
Yeah, did seem like it took quite a while for the officials to blow the whistle to end that play.
2-yard gain on first down brings up a 2nd and 8. And Sheen gives to Harvey off right tackle. And Sam Harvey out near midfield, going to be close to the first down. I don't think he's quite there. At least not based on the spot that we're getting from the near official. And he's going to be a yard short, 3rd down and 1. And certainly would assume this is 4-down territory here for the Dragons, barring a negative play here on 3rd down. Two receivers to each side, and she's going to give to Harvey right up the middle. And he is going to have enough for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta. Visit them online at tionestabuilders.us. So right at midfield now are the Dragons as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter. If you're looking for something to do, look no further. There's plenty to do here in Warren County. Find out more by visiting the Warren County Visitors Bureau online at wcvb.net/events. Give to Harvey again off right tackle. And Harvey stays on his feet. And looks like he might have another Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And indeed he does. So tough running here on this series by Sam Harvey. Has the Dragons into Sharon territory.
And more importantly, if they're able to get points away from this, putting together an actual drive speaks volumes at the end of the game.
Sheen gives to Harvey, going to try the left side this time. And he's ridden down after about a 3 or 4 yard pickup. And like you said, Cody, this drive right now is more about just finding a way to get in the end zone by hook or by crook. Right now for the Dragons, they've played almost 7 quarters now without putting a point on the board here in the 2023 season, and want to try to end that sooner than later. 2nd down handoff to Harvey. We'll go forward for a couple. Logan Perks met Harvey right at the line of scrimmage. It took him forward for a couple of yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Harvey now up to 44 yards off of 11 carries, averaging 3.9 yards per carry.
Third and 5 for Sheen. Give to Harvey off left tackle again. He's got some space there. Going to be close to a first down.
The way the Tigers reacted, the ball might have slipped out.
It does look like the ball came out. It is a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. So if the ball did come out, one of the Warren players was able to fall on it. First and 10 now at the Sharon 27. Give us to Harvey. Going to go the right side. Big space. And Harvey's going to be down, looks like close to the 20-yard line. 7-yard gain for Harvey. And the Dragons have entered the Pizza Hut red zone. It's time to order a hot, fresh pizza at Pizza Hut, where nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Visit them online at pizzahut.com. And unfortunately, a Tigers player is down on the field. And as the trainers come out to tend to him, we're going to step away. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more. Karamez Norris was the injured player there for the Tigers, able to walk off, but still being tended to by the trainers. Hope he is okay. It is 2nd down and 2 for the Dragons at the Sharon 20-yard line. And low snap. Sheen has some trouble with it, picks it up. He's going to have to take it himself, and he's in a whole lot of trouble. And the ball comes out on the tackle.
I thought for sure a Tiger would have jumped on that. Looks like Warren came up with it.
Somehow Sheen was able to fall on that. But big loss on the play. Looks like of about 5. So we'll make it 3rd down and 7. With just about 20 seconds to go in the Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter. And the Dragons aren't even going to think about running a play here. Going to let this clock wind down and head to the 4th quarter. We'll flip the field right after this at the end of 3. Sharon 54, Warren 0. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Back here at War Memorial Field in Warren, getting set to start the Dreyer Physical Therapy fourth quarter. Now open at 40 Hatch Run Road in North Warren, Dreyer Physical Therapy can help get you back in the game or on the job. Call Clinic Director Tessa Sager at 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get off the sideline and get back in the game. Third down and 8 for the Dragons from the Sharon 25, and a bad snap, and it's kicked around, and that one is going to be eventually picked up by the Tigers. So a couple of bad snaps here on this drive for Warren, and Sharon stops the Dragon drive.
That snap actually hit Johnny Corbett as he came in motion. And if you remember, Brian, earlier in the first half, the same thing happened, but it didn't hit him quite as cleanly. And the ball was able to make its way back to Dipple. Not the case here in the fourth.
And trainers are back out on the field now as one of the Sharon players is down, but he's back up quickly, and good to see that. Also want to remind you, there's a concert by Lisa Bowden in Whistlegrass will be held next Saturday, September 9th from 2 to 5:30 p.m. at the East Forest Gym. Proceeds benefiting the Forest EMS Authority and the Forest Area FCCLA organization. Tickets can be purchased in advance by calling East Forest at 814-927-6688, Tuesday through Friday next week during normal school hours. Also want to remind you that Howard Hanna Professionals has a new location, grand opening September 13th at 4234 Market Street from 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ribbon cutting, door prizes, food trucks, and more. Stop in, meet your Warren County professionals at the new home for Howard Hanna Professionals, 4234 Market Street in North Warren. And give off left tackle, flag down as that's number 23, Navon Brown, into the end zone. But I think this one's going to be coming back as flag is back in the backfield.
And if that's on Sharon, that's the third scoring play they've had come back due to a penalty.
And so you can see the official explaining that the player had his arms wrapped around the offensive player had his arms wrapped around the defender, and so that is the reason for the holding call. Going to wipe off the Brown touchdown, and that'll move the ball right back to midfield. So 50 yards away now are the Tigers after the fumble recovery. And that's something Warren's marched down to the Sharon 30 or better 2 or 3 times in this ball game and just haven't been able to finish the drive.
No, they haven't. One way, and it's kind of been different things, different reasons why they haven't been able to finish the drive. Sharon has 7 penalties for 70 yards.
Going to give it to Brown again, this time up the middle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and then is met there by Soa and Landon Pritzel. And actually a short loss on that play. We'll move the ball back to the 49 and bring up second down for the Tigers. Ten seconds now on the play clock here for Sharon on this second down. And we are going to get a A&B Heating timeout. The first timeout of the game for Sharon. It comes here with just about 10 minutes to go in the Dreyer Physical Therapy fourth quarter. Take a timeout to call A&B Heating at 814-723-5670 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Also want to say thank you to Oil Country Crates, Park Avenue Motor Car, Warren Tire Center, Icy Inc., the Warren County Visitors Bureau, Tap and Pay Plus, Elwood National Forge, Warren General Hospital, the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award, and Dreyer Physical Therapy for sponsoring tonight's ball game, along with Ty Nesta Builder Supply and Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion. And again, this is just, I think, more or less a meeting of the minds. You got some of your, like you said, Cody, some of your backup players in, and just some communication, making sure everybody knows who's supposed to be in and where and what the play is and how it's supposed to look. And
well, as a head coach, you've always got to be preparing for the worst. And some of these guys may get called into a game later on this year, so you have to maximize the opportunity to get them in the game and use these as teaching moments.
And at quarterback is number 5, Kafir Lampkins, and the handoff is to Brown. He's going to pick up a couple here on this second down and long.
Now, I would be very surprised here in the fourth quarter with under 10 minutes to go if we did see Sharon go to the air.
Yeah, it's a third and looks like about 18 with 9.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of a game that you're winning comfortably. And again, I know you want your, some of your backups, your JV guys to run your offense. But like you said, Cody, you also don't want to be, running it up on people or, trying to make it look like you're doing something you're not. And checking with the sideline there is Lampkins, making sure he's got the play correct, and he does not. We're going to have another A&B heating timeout taken here by Sharon.
That's why you take advantage of these leads like this, because these Tigers players right now are learning a lot of in-game experience that they otherwise wouldn't know.
And don't forget, folks, to tune in tomorrow morning for the Generational Wealth Management Saturday Look Back Show. We'll have all the scores and analysis from tonight's action, also probably from Thursday as well. Lots of player interviews and a look ahead at what's on tap for Saturday. That's tomorrow morning, the Generational Wealth Management Saturday Look Back Show. Stay tuned to the YDL Sports Network for all the information on how you can watch our Saturday Look Back Show. Jared Bakaza does a great job hosting that show, getting so many of these players, a lot of them as they're on their way home from the ball games here on Friday night, and taking some time out to talk with us, and we appreciate all of them for doing that. So we'll try 3rd and 17 again. And Brown shifts to Lampkins' right. And again, I see the coaching staff having some issues. Somebody not in the proper formation. Lampkin's going to roll right, throws, has a man wide open off the hands.
They did put the ball in the air. A little surprise there.
And that was Sonny Puga. Couldn't quite come up with that one. It'll bring up a 4th down. And I think, Cody, for the first time tonight, we are going to see the Sharon punting unit take the field.
Well, they need practice too.
That is 33, Salim Smith back to punt. Soa's back deep to receive. Just inside the 10. And a very short kick. Going to take a Sharon bounce and go out of bounds.
31, it looked like. 30.
And they'll mark it, looks like right at the 30-yard line. Just makes things easier for everybody, I think, if we do it that way. So that's where Dragons will take over 1st and 10. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the Dreyer Physical Therapy 4th quarter. And Warren is going to take an A&B heating timeout before they even come out for the first snap here. And again, as you're trying to get guys into the ball game, just personnel issues, a lot of players that are not used to being in games or getting game time, and confusion can mount quickly in those situations.
Yes, absolutely. And, as we noted before the game, Warren has 33 freshmen and sophomores of their 45 players. now you're late in the game. You're down 54-0. You got guys in there that typically don't start. So kind of that mentality gets even younger because these are guys that aren't seeing the field at this level quite as much.
And a lot of the seniors that you do have are not in the game directing traffic, as it were.
Right.
And so this is where, but this is also a situation where, as a young team, you can maybe find some of your future leaders. Who's stepping up in this situation? Who's telling guys where to go and where to be and taking control in those huddles?
Oh, certainly. This can pay dividends in the future.
Sheen back in the gun. Gets the snap this time. Going to give it to Harvey. He escapes one tackle. Goes around the right side. Or excuse me, that's Cruz again. Cruz, they got the same builder, so I can't get those numbers straight. But that was a Hector Cruz.
Same kind of running style there. Cruz, I think, a little bit quicker, a little bit shiftier, but they do both run sort of nose down, aggressive running.
So a solid 5-yard pickup there on first down for Hector Cruz. Brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Dragons from their own 35. And Sheen ready to take the snap here. Hands off again. And Cruz quickly around right tackle, still on his feet. Oh, nasty hit right there late. Got him right in the knee, but and Cruz came up hobbling. It's just not something. He's going to stay in the game, though. Credit to him for showing that strength and toughness and wanting to be out there, but that just looked a little ugly from up here.
It did. That Sharon defender had Cruz up around the shoulder pads, kind of hung up, and then another defender came in, and it was a ugly looking hit.
It looked like Cruz hopped up and was okay, and has a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. Low snap. Cruz going to go around the right tackle again. Cruz upended and loses the football. There's a scrum, and Sharon celebrating, thinks they have it, and they do. That was number 20, Nivan Norris, came up with the ball after Cruz was upended, and now he's up and hobbling a little bit. Couldn't see who put the hit on him, but almost flipped them head over heels, and the ball came out, and the Tigers are going to take over at their own 45.
Yeah, and that previous play, he got hit low, came up hobbling. That play there got hit again hard, got hit low. That's not the type of thing that you want to feel back to in a game period, but certainly not back to back. So far, Warren has 6 fumbles. They've lost 3 and they've recovered 3.
And so some more new players coming on the field here for the Tigers. And that is Lampkins again at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself. Takes it around left tackle, absorbs the hit, and then keeps going for a couple of yards. This Sharon team that we've seen all game long, they are absolutely not afraid to mix it up there and get physical.
No, they're not. They're an aggressive running style team. They're aggressive on defense. They're aggressive in special teams. They are certainly a physical ball club.
So a 6-yard pickup on first down. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 here for the Tigers, just across the midfield line. And again, just some confusion, making sure everybody's set. Lampkin's trying to get everybody in position. Now shifts Brown to the other side. And going to give to Brown up the middle. And now he tried to turn the corner, but running him down was Soa. And Soa may have made a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, just tripped him up enough to save him from breaking free.
Third down coming up for the Tigers. And And some more personnel changes. A couple of guys in, a couple of guys off for this third down. Now, they did throw the last time on third down, but that was a 3rd and 17. So we'll see what the Tigers do here. This third down with 4:20 to go in the Dreyer Physical Therapy fourth quarter. And Lampkin's going to toss it out. And the catch is made for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. That was Logan Perks on the reception. And so the Tigers do take to the air and convert. It is a first down now at the Warren 40 as we tick under 4 minutes to go. And Lampkin's going to take the snap and gives to Brown. And he's scooting his way through the field. Excuse me, that's Kenyon Smith. And he's going to go 40 yards for the Sharon touchdown. No flags on the field this time, and the Tigers are back in the end zone. Yeah, that was Kenyon Smith on the 40-yard scamper. Number 25 for the Tigers. Apologize, I thought that was 23 at first. And Kanan going to come on to attempt the extra point. And lots of guys, looks like, not understanding who's supposed to be on the field. A couple of big holes in the line there for the Tigers with 4 seconds. And the snap is down, kicks away off the upright, and no good, but the flag is thrown for illegal procedure as the lineman was still trying to run up to the line when the ball was snapped. And again, just one of those communication issues, guys not understanding what unit's supposed to be on the field at this point.
And these are this is a time that you, I guess, want to iron out those wrinkles.
So we're going to back him up 5 yards, and Kane's going to try it again. Gets a second shot after that first one went off the upright. And this time, Kanan, misses it wide left. So no good, but with 3:25 to go in the Dreyer Physical Therapy fourth quarter, Sharon leads Warren 60-0. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game. 40-yard touchdown run, and Sharon now is ahead 60-0 here at War Memorial Field against the Warren Dragons. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. I want to thank you so much for tuning in with us here on this Friday night for Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football. Again, don't forget tomorrow morning, the Generational Wealth Management Saturday Look Back Show, player interviews, scores, and analysis. Certainly won't want to miss that tomorrow morning, Saturday, the Generational Wealth Management Saturday Look Back Show on the YDL Sports Network.
With that 40-yard touchdown, Brian, that puts Sharon up over 400 yards total offense, over 300 yards on the ground, and they had over 100 yards so far this half in passing. I say so far because they've been passing well into the fourth quarter.
And had to go down and get that one, did Cruz.
Now, if I'm Warren, I'm trying to just run the ball and just get out of this game. and
even
move on.
even with backups and JVs in at this point, you don't want to risk
Right.
injury. You just want to, we saw Cruz take a big hit and came up a little bit gimpy on the last drive, and that's certainly something you don't want to see happen this late in a game that's 60-point margin.
Yeah, it's the game's lost, and you've probably given about as much as you're going to get to take away from it as far as game film goes. And you still have, it's a long season. We're not into October where there's only a game or so left. So they're going to need some of these second string guys. So like you said, it's just not worth the risk.
And big hit there as that was Cruz on the carry. Navion Brown on the stop for loss. Looked like a 2-yard loss on that one. And again, Cody, there is something to be said if you're the Dragons and on that sideline and still 2 minutes left in this game. That's 2 minutes, so you got a chance to put this ball in the end zone and score your first points of the season. And there is some motivation there to just get that monkey off your back now.
Yeah, you've been outscored 136 to 0 so far this year. That's not a stat that you want to have.
Sheen pitches to Cruz late. He gets upended again and then fell on after the play.
Man, that's that third big hit that Cruz has taken so far here in the fourth quarter.
And you got a 3rd and long coming up. And, again, it's just some low snaps you've seen, and Cruz has taken a couple of big hits. We're minute 40 left here in the Dreher Physical Therapy fourth quarter. Dragons have a 3rd and 13 from the 29. They're going to give it to Cruz. Going to try the left side this time, and nothing there.
Just defenders waiting there for him, which is tough because they know they're going to run, and they've already been struggling throughout this game.
Lampkin's on the stop there on 3rd down. And 4th and 12 coming up. And looks like Sheen's going to run the play in. It looked like they were going to come out last 4th down into a formation and then went back to punt. This time they are leaving the offense on the field here. 4th and 12 with 35 seconds to go. Sheen takes a snap, going to throw. Fires over the middle. He's got a man. It's in and out of the hands. Kenny Pizarro had a chance at it. And with 19 seconds left on the clock here, Sharon is going to walk away with another big victory. And the coaches are calling the Tigers off the field as the clock starts to run. And your final here at War Memorial Field, Sharon 60, Warren 0. Tigers move to 2-0 on the year for the first time since 2008. Warren falls to 0-2. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at ICYYinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at ICYYinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
And welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Visit them online at AlleghenyGrill.com. Let's take a look now at our final stats from this 60-0 Sharon victory over Warren here at War Memorial Field. Our final stats tonight are brought to you by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks UR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship are awarded to an athlete or athletes who compete in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Well, in such a defeat, a 60-0 defeat, there's not a whole lot to say about Warren's offense. Samuel Harvey had some decent runs there in the third and fourth quarter, led the Dragons in rushing with 13 carries and 56 yards. He averaged 4.0 yards per carry. And on the receiving end, Johnny Corbett had 2 receptions for 51 yards. Both of those came in the first half. Sharon, there's plenty to say about their offense. They were putting up numbers deep into their roster. Their leading rusher is Cortez Nixon, who actually was the leading rusher going into the half with three carries for 100 yards. And behind him, they have Isaac Friday with 2 carries for 44 yards. Cash Hosey had 1 carry for 40 yards. And on the receiving end, you had Bishop Root with 1 reception for 56 yards. And a few other guys had 1 reception. Rakeem Hughes had 1 for 33 yards. As a team, rushing, the Tigers had 22 carries for 307 yards. 7 carries were over 20 yards. They averaged 13.1 yards per carry as a team. Their total offense was 417 yards off of just 31 offensive plays, 12 first downs. The only negative to the Sharon's win here is their 7 penalties for 70 yards.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and be right back with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Don't go anywhere. This is the postgame show on the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
And welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. And you can see our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Sharon Cece Harrison. Our player of the game interview is brought to you tonight by Cole Orthodontic Associates with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warrens. You can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. And Cece, first of all, a great game for you guys tonight. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
You had a big part in that, had a touchdown on offense and then a big punt return touchdown. Walk me through that long return. What were you thinking when you picked that ball up?
At first, I wasn't sure if I wanted to grab it or not, but I had a teammate. He was telling me, grab it. So I grabbed it, broke a tackle, and then just hit the Jets.
And so when you're making a return like that, at what point did you kind of know, hey, I'm going on this one. I got nobody in front of me.
It was like as soon as I broke that first tackle, I was like, oh yeah, I got to go.
And speaking of you guys defensively, you pitched your second straight shutout here. What has been working so well for you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
Our team has been bonding all summer, and our defense has really been getting at it. We got a new coach that came in last year. He's took a big step forward, and we got guys that have been playing here for a while, and we want to win a lot.
All right, what does it mean to you now? You're the first Sharon team to start a season 2-0 in 15 years. How important is that to you guys?
Hey, it means a lot. We're making history. Way more to come. Hey, we don't want to lose any games. A lot more wins to come.
All right, what do you got to do next week to keep this shutout streak intact? Put up another 0.
Hey, we're gonna play hard, and it's a rivalry game, so that's gonna put a little chip on our shoulder, and we're just gonna go out there and play hard.
All right, Sharon Cece Harrison, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the big win, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more of our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show right after this.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game. And welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show here from War Memorial Field. Your final, Sharon 60, Warren 0. And now it's time to take a look at our scoring summary brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Visit them online at wgh.org.
It was Ham that kicked things off with a 1-yard run at the 9:47 mark in the first quarter to go up 7-0 for the Tigers. CeCe Harrison, who we just had up here as our player of the game, had a 36-yard run at the 6:55 mark to go up 13-0. Wilder ran 14 yards with a cannon kick at 2:26 to go up 20-0. And Harrison had his big 90-yard punt return at the 11:28 mark in the second quarter to go up 26-0. Englemore had a 5-yard or 25-yard run with a cannon kick at 5:43 mark at 30 to go up 33-0. And Ham ran in his second touchdown of the night, a 5-yard carry around the left side of the field at 2:58 to go up 40-0. And Fromm had a 3-yard run and cannon kick to go up 47-0. In the third, Hughes had a 33-yard reception from Englemore to go up 54-0. That was midway through the third quarter. And in the fourth, Hosey had a 40-yard carry at the 3:25 mark to go up 6-0 and move the Tigers on to 2-0.
And that is your final scoring summary. Again, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Now let's take one last look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you tonight by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, payplus.com. And so, again, last night over in District 9, Montauk, a 34-14 winner over Elk County Catholic. St. Mary's 28, Ridgeway 14. Tonight in District 9, Bradford with a 34-12 win over Coudersport. That is Bradford's first win since October 4th, 2019. So the Owls end a lengthy skid and do it with a 34-12 win over Coudersport. Struthers, Ohio over Brookville 48-7. Central Clarion takes it to Port Allegheny 57-6 on a game you can check out here on the YDL Sports Network. DuBois and Brockway still tied at 7 in the fourth quarter. Good one down there between the Beavers and the Rovers. Red Bank Valley tops Karnes City 35-6. Punxsutawney leading Kane 50-6 in the fourth quarter. Forest Hills leading Clearfield 22-7. That game also in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter is Union AC Valley 18, Keystone 13. That game also available on the YDL Sports Network. Bucktail clinging to a 1-point lead over West Branch 28-27 in the fourth quarter. Good one going on there. Cameron County 14, Smethport nothing in the third. Otto Eldred tops Sheffield 59-21. Winburn leading Kerwinsville 42-7 in the fourth quarter. In District 10 action, Cambridge Springs looks like it's on its way to avenging the playoff loss last season to Eisenhower, leading the Knights 20-0 in the fourth quarter. Lakeview all over Sagertown 52-13 in the third. No report from Iroquois and Maplewood. Mercer leading Reynolds 21-20 in the fourth quarter. Another good one going on down there in Mercer County. Mercyhurst Prep with a big win, 49-7 over Slippery Rock. Grove City leading Northwestern 55-7 in the fourth quarter of that one. Conneaut has extended its lead over Seneca 26-6 there in the fourth quarter. Farrell leads Warren Harding, Ohio by a touchdown, 24-17 in the third. Wilmington tops Greenville 21-14. Hickory all over Franklin. Haven't had an update since the half. It was 41-6 Hickory at the half. Again, also at the last update at the half, Sharpsville 35, Titusville 21. In the fourth quarter, Meadville leading Butler 26-20. Could be a big win on the horizon for the Bulldogs. Oil City, last report from the second quarter there was 30-7 leading Corey. Fairview 20, Harbor Creek 13 in the third. Fort LaBeouf leading General McLean 38-28 in the third quarter. Northeast 35, Girard 2 in the third. And McDowell 24, Barberton, Ohio 14 at the half. Tomorrow in District 10, Cathedral Prep is at Canisius, New York. Erie is at Shaw, Ohio. And Union City is at Kennedy Catholic. That is your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. tapandpayplus.com. I'll get that spelled out for sure. Well, Cody, any final thoughts on this game here tonight?
I think that as far as Warren goes, they got to maybe regroup and reset and find what some attainable goals. And unfortunately, that might not be focusing as much on getting a W and more on trying to get some consistent play together first. As far as Sharon goes, they're rolling, and I don't expect that to stop anytime soon. But if it does, I can promise you to point to those penalties. They got to clean those up. Otherwise, they seem to kind of control their own destiny here.
All right, so that will do it here from War Memorial Field. Once again, your final Sharon 60, Warren 0. Tigers move to 2-0 on the season for the first time since 2008. Warren falls to 0-2. Dragons still looking for their first points here in 2023. Again, thanks to our cameraman, Chris. Special thank you to my broadcast partner, Cody Elms. This is Brian Hagberg on the YDL Sports Network saying thank you for watching and so long from War Memorial Field.